4, First Lieutenant Connor McCabe. Number 7, Staff Sergeant Zachary Sellis. Number 8, Captain John Hubbard. Number 9, Staff Sergeant Mitchell Hunt. Number 10, T.J. Runcie. Number 11, Caleb Patillo. Number 12, Captain Nick Bakke. Number 13, Specialist Josh Cogswell. Number 14, Second Lieutenant Nicholas Cephalou. Number 15, First Lieutenant Michael Cashman. Number 19, Chief Warrant Officer Francisco Patalono. Number 20, Captain Matthew DePoit.
Known as Shooter.
Number 21, Staff Sergeant Corey Fossa. And number 22, Sergeant First Class Ian Pletch.
A lot of corporals and grunts on that, is there? A lot of brass on that.
I have to imagine it's the guys. They're out there having some fun, just, kicking back's part of their Army life and enjoying just keeping up playing with the game. Of course, the River Dragons borrowed somebody from the Fort Benning Hockey Club, Connor Anderley, who I thought was interesting. Wasn't on this roster. I thought maybe he was a late addition. I tried to talk to DePoit. I was like, so no last-minute adds or subtractions, huh? No, look at this surprise addition to the lineup, because Connor Anderley, fans will remember from the River Dragons, has played in 2 games. One is a celebrity contract on military night, and then scored a goal 2 Sundays ago in a game against the Danbury Hat-Trick, so 2 pro games under his belt. I don't know if that disqualifies him from the hockey club, but either way, he's not in there. So a surprising omission, I guess, on that point, from what we know from being with the River Dragons.
Well, I believe that you can be a professional now as long as you're in the Army. Now you spent some time in the service. Of course, it was for the other side, which is okay.
What?
So would you be able to play for the Army tonight? Just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
This man was a veteran.
Here come the Legends out onto the ice surface, led out by Andrew Lowen. And you can hear the reception that they are getting from those who have attended early. Remember, your River Dragons ticket to tonight's game will get you into this Legends game. If you're watching it at home, you're not too far away from the Columbus Civic Center, you can come on down and see all the legends of the past skating out here against the Fort Benning Hockey Club, who make their entrance onto the ice surface. You'll see the Legends, they're dressed in the white jerseys. They've got the new era but old school Cottonmouth logo, that side-facing snake. And it's got teal trim with the all-white out look, in theme with what we've got going on with the River Dragons, of course, and white out weekends.
Absolutely. It wasn't quite sure what uniforms they were going to go with, but they've elected to stay with the white out weekend and the newer snake logo. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about who was in attendance, the former owners of the Cottonmouths, the Amoses, Wanda and Shelby, and boy, they've done so much for hockey. I believe she owned the team for 11 or 17 years.
17 years.
17 years. A long time to own a minor league hockey team, but they've done everything from keeping the hockey team going to really giving birth to the youth program that's flourishing here.
Right, from 2000 to 2017, the Amos family, Wanda and Shelby, who are in attendance here and will be helping us take part as part of a special pregame ceremony, continuing to honor our legends and honor the past and the roots that helped make Columbus a hockey town of the South. By the way, these specialty Legends threads are available right now on the Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. You can bid on your favorite Legends player's jersey. That's right. You want Jerome Bichard's game worn, Oren Hergott's, Ian Vigier's, whoever. It is available right now. DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. The auction will be going through the end of the River Dragons game tonight. I believe it's at 11 o'clock is when that is scheduled to end, and there will be a Sunday social where you'll be able to pick up the jerseys. They will be signed by all the guys at the end of today's game. So again, download the Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices, to get your Legends jersey or your River Dragons whiteout jersey, because those two are on auction side by side with each other. Looking over at the Fort Benning Hockey Club side, they got a little Boston Bruins look to them, Scott. They got the black base jersey, the yellow shoulders, yellow logo, white numbers. It's a good look for them.
Well, you know what? It actually is a very good look, good uniform, but we might ask them at some point to bring on the River Dragons colors.
Oh.
When they rename the fort after me.
Oh, that's what it's going to be. I mean, they've already got Fort B, right?
Yeah.
Fort Benning to Fort Brand. Less characters, too.
Less characters, save a lot of money.
I'm sure you could trim it up, arts and crafts, a lot of the signage, make it look like RAND, right?
Why not? Have you been out there?
I've been out to the fort a couple of times. One time on accident. I will say this. It's kind of a funny
Kind of tough to get on the fort on accident. But
No,
go ahead.
hold on. It's not exactly how the story lines up. So I was very new to the area. I think I was here maybe, 2 months or so, and you're just driving down the highway, and 185, you take it the wrong way, you miss an exit, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, it's entering Fort Benning, and I was like, whoa.
A couple guys with some M16 standing out
Well,
there.
thankfully at the first checkpoint they understood I was new to the area, and they said, all right, you got to turn around, you got to go this way. I'm like, all right, I clearly missed an exit. So that actually was my first experience with Fort Benning, and I was like, oh, that's just right there. It could just pop up right on you. But, of course, with the River Dragons doing many different things on base, I remember we were part of their back-to-school days, I believe during the 1920 calendar academic year. Got to go to a couple of schools on base and fill out some backpacks.
It's like 1920. You weren't alive. You mean the
2019, 2020.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's an incredible, and give props to that. I've been fortunate to have to go out there a couple times late now, and it's opened up back to the public because of the COVID thing, and it's really a city within a city. I don't know if people understand. I think there's 30,000 people that are there full time, and then you got the trainees that come in, and I believe it swells up to anywhere from 35 to another 70,000 depending on. And they drive tanks out there, and it's occasionally you'll hear artillery, and I can hear the artillery from my apartment complex. We're about 15 miles away, so.
Of course, you got the Ranger School and many other different specialist programs on there, just with the size of how big it is.
And then every now and then they've got, I'm not quite sure if they got an Air Force, but they got a small Air Force contingent out there that helps drop the Rangers and Army helicopters. But it's a city within a city. It's really impressive. It's a massive facility, and we thank obviously all those who have served, those who paid the ultimate price there, and the Fort Benning hockey team, which has actually done very, very well in the tournaments they've gone on to play.
Yeah, it's very funny. We were, comparing some notes and talking about social media and the lead up to this game, and when the Legends roster got officially released, of course, one of the notes that we made on the River Dragon side of things is, hey, look how many former members of the 2012 championship team there were. Well, I think the Fort Benning hockey guys, they saw that and they were like, all right, let's see if we can raise you up one, because they were putting stars next to guys, and they were like, all right, CHA Adult League 2021 champion. I was like, all right, so maybe a little bit of a stacked roster, a team of champions on each side, if you will.
Question is, will the gloves hit the ice tonight?
I don't know. Jerome,
you have some pugilists.
Well, Jerome said on the coach's show he wasn't sure if he was gonna. We know during the 2020 game, of course, that was one of the last games of that season. 2020 game, I do remember him getting into a good little scrap, but I remember him saying on a John Emerald Distilling coach's show earlier this season he wasn't sure if he was. So I don't know. That could be a fun little prop to guess on.
So who do you give the advantage to?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Since we're on QVC right now, and you can buy this lovely Zach's bow tie, who do you give the advantage to?
I don't know. That's tough to say.
We can say stuff like gambling, right? Because we're not on FCC.
I mean, I guess we could, but I mean, when you look at it.
So Vegas has the Legends at +5. Who are you going with?
+5? My goodness. That's a slight to the
Actually,
old
you know what? 2.5 points, and we'll take the Legends.
So 2.5 goals.
What's that
for
thing?
The Legends?
If you gambled, what would that sports thing bet? That thing?
What?
What's that sports site that you don't gamble on, but other people do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one in Vegas, the big game day or something. Or?
I know, like FanDuel and
that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one you don't bet on, right?
I know. I'm not going to comment on this right now, Scott.
You know what's fun, fans? Is see, we're like, there's no FCC listing.
Oh boy.
I don't have to be clean until the radio, and I'm still not under contract, by the way.
Yeah,
you will not be hearing me after 7 o'clock tonight.
Unfortunately, no. But you're obviously busy with many other things going on here in the building. Warm-ups are concluding right now, the last 10 seconds, and we'll get the game going and underway. The Columbus Legends and the Fort Benning Hockey Club. Should be a lot of fun. Glad everyone's joining us in here on the YouTube page. Couldn't get the game covered on radio nor to our TV partners, but glad to bring it for you here and preserve it for all time As maybe for some of these guys, last time they're on the ice, who knows? Probably years, right?
Well, I would say absolutely. Question.
Sure.
So you mentioned earlier, if you're within the city, if you're within 20 miles, you can get here by this next period.
Yeah, I would say so. 3 15-minute periods is what we'll be playing. They'll be all run time, and there will be an ice resurface between periods 2 and 3. Now, here's a question. I don't know what they're doing about penalty shots. Usually when you see these sort of things, and USA Hockey's even adopted it, the 90-second penalty to scale with time. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see, right? You got guys out there.
I think the FPHL should play 90-second penalties.
Really?
Yeah, because half the ones they call are made up. Oh, that's too early to start that.
Whoa, easy there, Scott.
Can I get fined for what I say on this by the league?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't risk it. Columbus Legends are dressed in the white-out-styled uniforms, white jerseys with the teal side snake logo, teal numbers and a teal belt, white socks as well. The pants shells, a lot of cottonmouth blue down there on the guys. They'll be going left to right during the first period of play. Over to the right, that will be where the Fort Benning Hockey Club goaltender will take his place. Trying to see, it looks like it's going to be Rosenhammer who will start it. We'll get it officially once they take the pipes. And the Fort Benning Hockey Club dressed in the black uniforms, yellow shoulders, and white numbers going right to left.
I'm kind of impressed with the crowd. There are more people here than there were watching Carolina last night.
A very good crowd already, still filing in. Doors opened at 4 o'clock for everyone to come in, be part of the festivities early, as this game is covered by your River Dragons ticket. All you had to do was show your ticket to come get in and watch the Legends. We're going to take it down to ice level while we listen to our national anthem. You ready to play some hockey, Scott?
I certainly am, and of course the slapshot version of the national anthem, so a legendary piece of hockey history. Are they announcing the lineups or not?
I'm not sure. We gave the lineups to you earlier. We'll give them to you again. Columbus's goalies, Andrew Lowen and Ian Vigier. Vigier looks to be taking the pipes for at least the first half of the game. Then you've got Wilson, Kessler, Maldonado, Braid, Hergott, Bichard, Mann, Lind, Sullivan, Marchand, Bowles, Lewis, McDougall, Barlow, and Prefontaine dressed for the Legends. Over for the Fort Benning Hockey Club. Looks like taking the pipe for them to start will actually be Captain Cody Ross. He'll be backed up by Captain Rosenhammer. The Fort Benning Hockey Club, their names this: Staff Sergeant Burnett, First Lieutenant McCabe, Staff Sergeant Sellis, Captain Hubbard, Staff Sergeant Hunt, Runcie, Patillo, Captain Baki, Specialist Cogswell, Second Lieutenant Cephalou, First Lieutenant Cashman, Chief Warrant Officer Patalono, Captain DePoit, Staff Sergeant Fossa, and Sergeant First Class Pletch. We are underway in the first of 15 minutes of runtime. Legends take this one up. Bowles trying to move it to the left wing side, and Fort Benning will intercept it there with Cephalou. Cephalou moving it to the middle. Hergott coming across. He made an interception for a moment, and then Baki took it right back, and he'll chip it into the zone. Vigier will take it from behind his own net, give it over to Barlow, who moves it up to Bichard, who tried to play that to Hergott, and that one was in his skates. Coming back with it, Baki will dump it in from the right side of red, head off for the first change, 14-20. Left to go here in the first between the Legends and Fort Benning Hockey Club.
A couple of these Legends say they haven't skated for 2 and 3 years, so it'd be unique to see how the rust is on him.
Cephalou gets around Bowles, comes into the zone 2-on-2. That one poked off of his stick by Maldonado. Now coming fresh off the bench, looking for a backhand effort as that one is lifted high by Cogswell. This one is found by John Sullivan. He skates this one up ahead, gives it, driving the net is Braid. He shoots, great save made there by Ross. Braid certainly got a step in him there. That was some good speed shown off to the net.
He absolutely did. You know, a couple of these guys I think might want to stay and play at the 7 o'clock game.
Picking this one up at the blue line is Fossa. He'll go D to D, and this one will be touched into the zone by Fort Benning. Trying to chip around a man there is Levi Lynn. Maldonado, he takes a half-hearted hit there in the corner. Guy's still mixing it up a little bit as John Sullivan will lay it back to Maldonado behind his own net. Legends going left to right, dressed in white. Fort Benning in the black and yellow. They're going right to left. Cogswell on the backhand dishes that one off, trying to get Patalono some work. It's taken off his stick by Lind, and here come the Legends the other way, off the stick of Braid. And Fort Benning's defense will quickly shoot it over and back.
Could Ian White technically come out and play?
Debatable. We might have to talk about that during a break. That one will be chipped down, and icing is the call against the Legends, as Lewis could not get to that puck before the Fort Benning defenseman could. We're 12:45 and counting here in the first because it is a runtime game, 3 15-minute periods, and there will be an ice resurface between periods 2 and 3. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. Happy to have you along here for this special event, the Columbus Legends game, taking on the Fort Benning Hockey Club.
Shouldn't they play with a center line offsides and touch icing?
I don't know if anybody remembers how to enforce those rules except you, Scott. Check that. Excuse me. That's Lewis trying to get it over to Bowles in the middle. That was 24-24, and it just went through Bowles' stick. This one gets chipped all the way out to the neutral zone, and Prefontaine will give it over to Barlow. Back for him. Goes through Prefontaine's legs, and now he has it underneath his own goal line. Moves it to Oren Hergott, who's going the wrong way towards his own goal. Now he turns it around, and let's see scoring Oren turn on the Jets. And gives it up to Bowles, right wing side, going back for Hergott, a backhand effort. And it went off the side of the post. A lot of there on the corner thought it went in, but it stayed up and onto the edge of the net. And it stopped there as it's frozen. 11:40 and counting to go in the first, and still no score.
Oren's still got wheels, doesn't he?
He does.
I think he could play for the Dragons and not miss anything.
Well, just remember, last season we talked about how Oren Hergott had a overtime game winner during that 2021 season. He has skated with the Dragons before. In fact, I think he is the only player out there for the Legends. Well, no, there's Maldonado and Lind as well, as Maldonado dumps that one in, and I correct myself. But 3 different players, he's one of them, that have suited up for both the Cottonmouths and the Dragons. Hergott trying to play that to the middle, and that one went away from everybody, and now here comes Nick Baki with it. Baki will shoot one from the right circle, wide of the glove hand on Vigier. Cashman with it in the corner, trying to knock it back there for Cephalou. And here come the Legends the other way. Left circle, Hergott trying to play it off. It goes towards that stick there. And running into Ross is Hergott. That puck fell in over the goal line. And our referee will wave it off as the net was off. Legends were celebrating like it was in, but it will not count. 10:35 left to go here in the first.
I like to see a little goaling running in a Legends game.
Seen a lot of old-timey stuff.
Set the tone.
A face-off to the right of Ross. Lynn goes in to take it for the Legends. And winning it away is Cephalou, trying to work it into the corner. Braid has it along the wall. Goes to Lynn behind the net. Brings it out short side to Bichard. A shot and a pad save made there by Ross. He hit one of the defensemen in front with that. Took a lot off his shot. Now here comes Fort Benning back the other way. Cephalou right circle, fighting through a bit of stick work. Fires an acute angle shot. And a glove save is made by Vigier. Will hold on and get a whistle for himself as we're under 10 minutes and counting now in the first period. Very defensive game, Legends and Fort Benning. Did you expect this, Scott? I thought we would have had a goal in the first 5 minutes.
I would have thought you had a little bit more offense, but you know, the guys didn't practice together, so you still got to get together and figure out where everybody's at. But
Lind wins the draw for himself, gets it over to the right wing side to Bichard, who's in over the line. A pass goes through Braid's legs, but he's got it left wing corner. Braid for Lind behind the net. They get the cycle going. Left circle, brings it up to the top. Looking to put a shot down there was that's a number 18 that I do not have.
I wonder if that's McDougal, because I haven't seen 28 out there.
Wait, is that Schmidt? Is that Justin Schmidt? That might be Justin Schmidt out there.
Well, he's already a legend. Congratulations.
Schmidt out there dressing with the Columbus Legends. Still in the Columbus zone, though. Trying to play that one to the middle is Cogswell. And over on the far side circle, pass is knocked away, and Columbus will take over. Here's Runcie with the puck. Runcie weaving through a couple of bodies in the neutral zone. This is Braid. Braid left circle. He goes through a man. The save made by Ross as he will hold on for the whistle. 8:40 left to go in the first. Seeing Justin Schmidt out there startled and perplexed me, Scott. I forgot which side of my sheet I was on.
Well, that won't be the first time or last time that happens today. But you're right, there are two 24s.
That's right. So we got Bowles and Lewis. One's wearing a white helmet. That'd be Bowles. And Lewis is wearing the black helmet. That's how we're able to distinguish up top here. Fort Benning has this puck. Sullivan gives it up to the defense, now trying to get it out. Lewis had a chance at that one to come into the zone, but it fell off the end of his stick. There's Cogswell, 3-on-2, drops it back to point, a shot. Save made Vigier, and the rebound over-skated by Runcie. Now here comes Barlow, gives it up to the right wing side. Shot coming in there from Bowles, and it's shrugged away by Ross. Bowles gets it right back, finds Lewis with it. Trying to go to the right point. Pass was offline. And Will Barlow has to go back into his own end to get it. Just about halfway through this runtime first period of 15 minutes. There's still no score. Legends and Fort Benning.
Real good crowd. It's a really good crowd, Zach. And what's weird is they're sitting, I think, where they used to sit when they used to watch a game, because people are all over the building.
Bowles tried to move that one behind the net. He was looking for Sullivan on the play. Fort Benning takes it over, and this one gets chipped into the zone by Bakke, and it'll be held there by Vigier for a defenseman to take over, Barlow. Barlow fighting through some stick work. Pass intercepted by Cogswell. And his pass to a left wing side was read by Hergott. Hergott's pass intercepted in front. Save made Vigier. TJ Runcie had an open look at goal. Oren Hergott's pass pinballed off a skate. Not what scoring Oren intended, but Vigier standing tall to make the save with under 7 minutes to play in the first.
You know, the other thing is let's hope that the beverage company put an extra shift in, because I have a feeling these guys are going to be pretty thirsty after the game.
Bowles wins this one. There's Schmidt again with it behind the net. Schmidt tied up, and this one rimmed toward the middle and taken off of the stick. Oren Hergott gets it out to center. Now here's Bowles getting around a man. 3-on-1. Bowles back to Hergott, cutting to the middle. He scores! Scoring! Oren Hergott gets it from Sam Bowles, and it's 1-0 Columbus.
Not sure if he's ever lost a step. You know, Gordie Howe was, 50 when he played in the NHL?
He was up there for sure.
And the old Cottonmouths goal song.
Rock and roll part 2. Sounding out loud here in the Civic Center. Scoring Oren Hergott with the goal. Hey, how about we hear from Dana Barger?
He shoots! Columbus Legends goal scored by number 11, scoring Oren Hergott. Assisted by number 24, Sandy Bowles at 8:37 in the first period. That's Hergott from Bowles. Legends goal at 8.
Hergott opens the scoring here for the Legends. 1-0 Columbus in front. Scott, I do not think that is Justin Schmidt. That is just Schmidt's jersey, perhaps. Trying to tell. It doesn't look like Schmitty from what we can see, but I got to clean off my glasses maybe and get the long-range readers out.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if it's Pete McDougal, because I see him in the lineup and I haven't seen a 28.
Could very well be. Might have had to change the number on him. We'll get confirmation on that in a moment. Now the left wing circle, taking some stick work there is Bakke. Then Bakke took a hit at the end of that, and we're going to get a penalty. A little bit too much stick work. And skating off to the box. Pointed at John Sullivan. Here's where we were a little gray area'd with. Nobody told us what happened if a penalty happens. I think we're just going to get straight penalty shots. And we are, in fact. Everyone's clearing away, and Nick Bakke is going to have a penalty shot against Ian Vigier with under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Throwing Bichard out there just to make sure everything's on the up and up. And here is Captain Nick Bakke. The right-handed shot goes straight down Main Street, shoots, and a save made by Vigier as he deked backhand to forehand. Might have caught an ugly bit of ice. That shot wasn't exactly what he wanted. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Fort Benning. It still remains 1-0 off the Vigier save.
Well, here's the other thing. Don't board yourself on a breakaway.
Tough luck. Face off to the
left. I'm really surprised at the crowd. Really nice crowd. There's over at least 1,000 here. My guess is probably close to 15. But they're sitting, I think, in their original seats because, you got a chance of sitting where you want to. You usually do, but we've got people all over the stadium.
Bichard touches this one up. Here's Jordan Braid with some speed. Left wing circle. Braid spins it back out of the backhand. A pass to Boom Boom. Now he tries to move it over to McDougal. Look out. That one red and turned over. And here's a breakaway the other way for Cephalou. Cephalou in all alone. Fakes a save made there as he went to the forehand. And a pad save and cover by Ian Vigier. You see Jerome Bichard back checking right there trying to get at that one. But Vigier makes another phenomenal save on a one-on-one.
Yeah, pretty much he's kind of stuck. He better be back checking because in about an hour he's going to be yelling at his guys to be back checking.
Leading by example. That is what Jerome does. A face-off coming to the left of Vigier. Lind wins this. Pinball's over, and Maldonado gets it up here to Bowles. 24 in the white helmet. Gets it to Braid. Braid, left wing circle, being chased by his counterpart 10 in Runcie. Behind the net for Lind. Lind dodges a stick check with it right wing side. Gets it to Maldonado. He's just able to hold it in along the blue. Played it to the open left wing side, and Hubbard will find it here for Fort Benning. Hubbard, 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Right wing side. Trying to get around Kessler. Plays that one to the middle. That one hopped off of a body and goes to the near side corner. Lind boxing out there on Cogswell. Fort Benning able to hold it in with Runcie. Runcie skates to the high slot. Nice toe drag deep, giving it up to the right side. And DePoit couldn't find the handle. Now a chance for Runcie on a pass from underneath the goal line. Save made by Vigier. He paddles it away. And Maldonado tries to get this one out. Braid finds it off the wall. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Legends. Here's Bowles, left wing circle, looking across for Lind. He connects. Lind trying to go back for Bowles, and a great play by John Hubbard, breaking that one up. Hubbard then pokes it out to center. Barlow at his pocket pick. And here's Runcie on a chance for a one-on-one, but Levi Lind lifts his stick and stops his momentum. 2:20 and counting to go here in the first.
I believe it's number 4, Keller. Was throwing a body out there, Zach.
Yeah, Kevin Kessler getting a little physical out there, of course. He was one of the physical style defensemen that the Cottonmouths loved for so long. Now here's a chance for Fort Benning. Coming in with the shot is Pletch. That one gloved off by Vigier and will hit the glass behind him. Prefontaine wins a board battle, held in right point. A shot blocked away by Barlow. Now a chance here for Sellis on a turnaround, and that one again blocked by Barlow. They'll have it behind the net. This one rims around, found here by Braid. Braid skating it up the left wing side. Holding himself onside is Carlisle Lewis. And it goes into the corner. Bowles will pick it up out of the scrum. On the backhand, trying to pass it to the middle. Too many black shirts clogging up that lane. A pass to the right point. That one hops over Barlow's stick. And go all the way down to Vigier near side circle. Under 90 seconds to play here in the first.
Just remember, at this age, when you throw a body check, it probably hurts you more than it hurts the guy you hit.
Look out, breakout pass, and here's a breakaway. Patalono in all alone, gets hooked up, backhand, save made Vigier. He's looking around for it. It's in his pads, but we are going to get a penalty shot opportunity for Francisco Patalono off of the hook. I think that was Doug Mann who got in on him as he was going in for the breakaway.
The Legends aren't afraid to rely on their goalkeeper, keep taking these penalties.
So Ian Vigier will face his second penalty shot of the day. Specialist Josh Cogswell, number 19. It's Patalono. His shot over to the right wing side. It's saved by Vigier. And we'll do another face-off coming up to his left. So Fort Benning 0 for 2 on their penalty shot power plays, if you will, Scott.
They certainly are.
Just over a minute to go. The clock runs as soon as the shot is over. And we're under a minute to play now. Puck won by Bowles. McDougal, we believe that is, in the Schmidt jersey. He tries to rim it around. A backhand effort as cutting to the net was Fort Benning's McCabe. Excuse me, it was 14 Cephalou, not 4. He goes back all the way in his own zone to get it now. Cephalou over for Fossa. Now he puts it right into the path of Cashman with speed left wing side. Cashman left circle, trying to get around Maldonado. No can do there as he holds him wide. Maldonado moves that one to the neutral zone. It's red there. Waiting to play it in is Patillo. Fort Benning gets on sides as he dumps it in with 20 seconds left. Maldonado, a long bomb pass. Fossa will deflect it. Up in the air it goes. And now Fossa ties up there with his counterpart, 21, and Sullivan. Those two continue to go at it at the Fort Benning bench. 10 seconds left. Fossa comes out with it. Right wing circle. Fossa looking for a shot. Shoots, and a save made by Vigier. And he'll corral the rebound right in front of him. That'll be the end of the first period. Legends lead it 1-0. Scoring Oren Hergott with the goal, assisted by Sam Bowles. The teams will trade ends. However, we will be keeping it right here all throughout the broadcast, as we have got to wait for the teams to trade ends. But we've got something going down at ice level. Let's listen.
That's a great first period. Sorry about a couple breakaways there.
Yeah, the boys look a little rusty out there, but that's what I'm back for.
EVJ, what are you doing nowadays here in Columbus?
I work for a medical device company here in town. Columbus is home. It's been home for a while now, so just here. Most of the time spend at the baseball diamonds with the kids and gymnastics.
EVJ.
Jerome Bichard giving us a little intermission in between with Ian Vigier right there.
Where are you? What have you been doing?
Yeah, we're in Columbus, Ohio now, working with Aflac in Central and Southeast Ohio. Love y'all.
This is Andrew
What
Lowen.
about kids, family? What's going on with that?
Yeah, 5 and 3-year-old Finley and Marin, and they are playing soccer, and I'm coaching them.
Boy.
Boo.
Number 4, Kevin Kessler, just down the road, right?
What's going on, everybody? Yep.
Kevin, what are you doing for work, family, kids? What's going on?
Working asphalt supply, automotive business. My wife Heather and the kids, Kip and Kenzie here, so 8 and 6.
Nice. Will Barlow from Toronto, Ontario, I guess. Will, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot, just working, 3 kids, and yeah, living in Toronto. So, but definitely miss it here, that's for sure.
3 kids, that boy, Will. Smitty, Will, you gotta play. Here's one for you, Duckman. Duckman, everybody.
Hello! I just want to let you know that Jerome pulled a fast one on me and got me a small jersey. Just FYI.
Business is good?
Business is doing good. Still living here in Columbus, 2 kids.
Number 10, Jordan Bray.
Hey.
What's going on with Jordan Bray?
Still in Saskatoon, playing senior hockey. Started a lunch break for business and golfing right now.
No, are you off the market or are you still on the market?
Still on the market.
He's single, ladies. Levi Lynn, number 19.
How's everybody doing today?
Levi get mic shy? Oh no. I think the batteries might have died on the wireless mic, Scott. Oh no. Well, we had some fun listening into what some of the Columbus legends are doing. Of course, you heard the reception Doug Mann got.
Yeah, I think he owned a restaurant. I think he's got something. He moved on to something else.
And he's loved up here, as many of these legends are. Teams are trading ends, and we are ready to go for period number 2. Again, 15 minutes runtime periods in this game. The goaltenders remain Ross and Vigier. Probably expecting a change around at 7.5 to get the other 2 goaltenders in.
Will they go on the fly?
Don't know. That'll be interesting. Period of the long change, though. That's a long way to skate if you're a goalie. Kessler has this puck in the neutral zone. Getting himself away from Cashman. Kessler plays it across, eventually finds its target in Sullivan. Bichard picks it up on the drop. Left wing corner, rimmed around, Sullivan to the top, and nobody is there, and it's taken away by Baki. Baki trying to skate it ahead. Kessler giving him the body, forces him wide. A shot from Cefalu misses into the left wing corner, hits the glass, and everyone playing on. I think that one might have touched the netting, but we're still going. Here's Oren Hergott with some speed, right wing, trying to get around Burnett. He drops it off, shot there, and that one goes wide on Ross off of Bowles' stick. Tied up here. Bichard triple teamed along the half wall. Prefontaine's going to come help out. He'll push it to the left wing corner for Hergott. Pass to the middle. When read and intercepted by Burnett. Burnett being checked there by Sullivan. Under a lot of pressure. Moves this one around to the near side. Now Fort Benning's able to get it out. A good pass up ahead to Cashman. He's got Cefalu on his right. Now drops it to the high slot. Bichard gets back with the stick. And just does enough to disrupt that shot from Baki. Prefontaine gets it up right wing side, just out of the path of Braid. And McCabe moves it in the neutral zone. Bichard finds it, up for Braid with speed, right wing side. Braid gets it to Prefontaine, kicks it to his stick, and trying to play it from underneath the goal line towards the middle. It hits the back side of the net, and it's still loose there. Left circle giving it back to him is Braid, and he's quickly dispossessed there by Fort Benning and their number 8 and John Hubbard.
You know what? Good back and forth play by both teams. Almost too many men on the ice.
Lind pokes that one ahead, and here's Bowles finding it now. Bowles with Lind on a 2-on-1. Left circle, he's got it, trying to give it back to him. Goes back behind the net, though, as he ran out of space. Lind to the middle, goes off a skate, and it's found there and cleared out of the zone. That looked to be by Hubbard. Now here's Braid with this puck, left wing circle. To Maldonado at the bottom, trying to go back for Braid. And too many black jerseys converged in the middle. Lind right wing circle. Nice little chip deke, gets around for himself and at the side of the net. He lost the handle on it. Hubbard with a stretch pass ahead. And here's a 2-on-1 for Fort Benning. With this is DePite. He shoots right circle. Save made Vigier. Rebound, DePite scores. Matthew DePite gets his own rebound. Goes 5-hole on Vigier. And you've got a tie game between the Legends and Fort Benning.
Well, and DePite has something in common with you and I.
What's that?
Michigan guys.
Okay.
He's a Uper. Like, not quite the same Michigan.
I got nervous there. I'm like, what real far stretch are we going to pull out
he's a
here?
Michigan guy. His brother worked for me for a long time. So, in fact, he worked a couple of games for me, too, back in the development program. And is Dana Barker going to make an announcement?
Let's see.
Is he taking today off?
Fort Benning goals scored by number 20, Captain Matthew Shooter DePoint. Assisted by number 8, Captain John Hubbard at 2:29 the second period. That's Shooter from Hubbard. Fort Benning goal at 2:29.
12 and a half left to go here in the second. Here's Hergott right wing circle with it. Hergott trying to pass it across. And that one is read by the defenseman back. Looked like that was Hunt. And now here's a chance for Fort Benning. Runcie comes in over the line. Loose puck deke to dodge his own teammate Cogswell. And Runcie got a nice shoulder there from Kessler. That'll knock him off the puck. Kevin Kessler looking mean out there. Big, tall, intimidating. Already got the chin strap off too. Bowles left wing circle. Trying to put that one to the middle. That one goes off of a skate. Hergott finds it at the half wall. Gets it to McDougall left wing side. We believe it is McDougall in the Schmidt jersey there. Well, that's what we will call him as. You're right, Scott. We have not seen a 28 out there yet. Bichard trying to handle it up near the blue line, and it's taken away by Sellis.
Yeah, Bichard's not known for his hands. Well, to throw maybe, but not to stick handle.
McDougall moves that up the near side, read by Patillo, and backhanded into the Legends zone by Sellis. Off the wall, Barlow gets it up here to Bichard. Bichard with a little bit of speed, right wing circle. He winds up a slap shot. One went off a stick and then off the shoulder of Ross to keep it out and make the save. Still 1-1 here. 11:20 left to go here in the second period. It's a runtime period. Braid ties up with a man. That is Pletch. And Bichard goes in at him too. Now it's flipped up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle. Both teams will make a change, and the clock will tick under 11 minutes to go here in period 2.
Be remiss if I didn't mention the passing of a legend. Apparently last week, just finding about it now, Don Money. For those of you who follow pro hockey news, he was a editor and a big writer, and when the internet was kind of exploding in pro hockey news, I know they covered down here, so we want to extend our condolences to his family, Don Money. Don was absolutely great reporter and did a lot for minor pro hockey, particularly in the Southeast.
They dropped the puck with 11:03 to go in the second because it stopped in the middle of the faceoff, and it still has yet to go.
We want more.
Meanwhile, the Legends, they fired a shot with Braid. It was backhand blocked, and now a chance coming in as Baki.
See, we're playing reverse. We're playing reverse hockey.
Yeah, the clock starts then on the
whistle.
On the whistle. Hey, you know, they said it was fun. They said it was going to be an exhibition. You're going to see some wonky stuff. Now it's stopped again here at 10:50, and now we've reset it to 9:55. Are the graphics guys able to keep up? Because we're barely able to keep up.
We might have a couple Legends running the clock, I think, because I can't see anymore.
3-on-2 here for the Legends. Lynn just overskated that puck, and Cephalou takes it off of him and puts it out into the neutral zone. Lynn takes this puck back at the red line, gives it back to the defense. Barlow looking for a pass up ahead. He begins to skate it ahead. Now we believe we're on time here. 9.5 left to go in the second period of this run time period. Barlow, toe drag deke, save made there by Ross. Rebound, too fine of an angle for Lind on that far post.
I would hate for a protest to be lodged during this game.
Braid, a little bit of a hold work on Cashman. He drops it back to start a cycle. Now it's taken behind the net by McCabe. Trying to work it back up to Cashman. Now to the right point. That pass won't get there. And it'll be found by Sullivan. Gives it up for Braid. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Braid tries to go through the legs there of Hubbard. He did a good job closing those up and keeping control of the puck. Now here's McCabe over the line, right wing, with Cephalou driving the net. He shoots from the high slot. And a pad save made by Vigier. Kicked the rebound over to the far circle. Kessler chips to himself. Hergott watching over this as an option. Kessler will work it up to Lind on the next level. Hergott steps in front of Runcie there for a moment, trying to get the puck. Now he does, dropping it right circle. Lewis a shot, save made by Ross, and Hergott has the rebound, but no angle to shoot. Now to Maldonado, save made, rebound, score! Carlisle Lewis taps in a rebound off a Tom Maldonado shot, and it's 2-1 Legends.
And we're going to get a goalie switch here by the Legends.
Well, this is close enough to the halfway point. You expected to see each team opt to make a goaltender change.
When you're an old goaltender, you know, it takes a while to get back and forth between the nets there. And by the way, a shout out to Sean Bernard listening, watching the Legends game. Give me a hello. Another Michigander. We're all over the place, aren't we?
We are indeed. Andrew Lowen will take over the pipes.
Of course, some of us are enjoying sunshine. Some of us are in Erie.
For the Columbus Legends. And here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! Your Cottonmouth Legends goal scored by number 24, Sammy Bowles. With assist to number 7, the Bronx Bomber Tom Maldonado, and number 11, Stornord Hergott. That goal rolls from Maldonado and Hergott.
I will forgive Dana Barker on that. It was Lewis's goal, 24 in the black helmet, versus Bowles, 24 in the white helmet. But we're all having fun here. Lowen announced in net for the Legends, 2-1. The Legends in front of Fort Benning as we're just over 7 minutes to go. Turnaround shot there from Bowles and a save made there by Ross. And now it looks like Ross will be done as grabbing his goalie gear on the Fort Benning Hockey Club bench will be number 31, Captain Jack Rosenhammer.
I wonder what he's a specialist in.
He's a captain, not a specialist.
No, but you know what I mean.
Oh, Josh Cogswell is the specialist on the team.
Does that mean so captains just yell at people, they don't do anything?
I'm not in the military. I'm not in the military.
Are you
I wouldn't
saying
know.
the captains do nothing in the military?
I'm saying the specialists have to specialize, Scott. There's an actual rank for this thing.
Like, do they
Captain's
drive the tanks?
captain, specialist specialize.
So he's got a ship.
Bichard left circle a shot, and that one sticked away by Rosenhammer for his first save of the game. Fort Benning will chip this one down, and Maldonado will have it at his own blue line.
Of course, Columbus known as the home of the Confederate Navy, so makes sense to have captains here.
Bichard trying to drive through the middle.
100 years ago.
A couple of Fort Benning jerseys all around him. They eventually run him out of room.
Bichard just tried to throw his shoulder.
Patillo passed that one up to Sellis. He
did! Just hit his own guy.
And now a shot. Patillo's shot is stopped by Lowen. And we get a save and a face-off coming up to the left circle. Well, I was going to remark how Patillo basically took a hit to make a play to get it up to Sellis, and then Bichard went after him again. So who knows? Maybe we will see that fight.
Of course, that's what Drome's known for. besides his coaching and a couple of championships. And
all-time leader in penalty minutes in the Cottonmouths franchise, over 2,000. The next closest guy on the list isn't even in 4 digits. Here's McDougal with speed, right wing circle. His shot just wide of the stick hand on Rosenhammer. Braid with it, left wing circle. Gets it up to the top, but splits the defense, and Barlow has it back in the neutral zone. 5:08 left to go here in the second. Now a turnover that goes off a stick. Cefalu's in over the line. Cefalu right circle, tried to cut back to the middle. Barlow had it. Oh, McDougal. Clash of sticks put that right at Lowen, and he had to be quick with the glove hand, keep that one out, and keep the Legends in front right now, 2-1 with under 5 minutes to go in the second.
by the way, there's going to be something happening, I believe, before the next game. We'll be introducing someone else to the Ring of Honor.
That's right. We have a
can't say who it is, though.
Special pregame ceremony lined up, all part of Legends Night here in the Whiteout weekend. That's why our puck drop, not only because of the Legends game, be a little bit later for the River Dragon side of things. 7:45 anticipated puck drop. We'll be on air at 7:10. Lind from behind the net trying to get that one to the top for Sullivan. A bouncing puck, he couldn't settle it. Here comes Cefalu with speed trying to get around Barlow. Cefalu a backhand, and that one just goes across the crease and wide of the near post.
TV tonight, don't we?
TV on bounce, yes sir. Here's Jordan Braid, right wing side. Braid gets around his man there in Fossa. Braid from behind the net, pass up to the high slot. Barlow reaches, able to hold it in. Got it at the right point, now off the wall for Prefontaine. Left wing, he'll rim it down behind the net. Braid will emerge with it, right wing circle. Braid spins away from some stick work, and he runs over a man who just got in the way right there. That was Michael Cashman. Might not be a checking game. There's plenty of body contact down there. 3:37 to go here in the second.
Yeah, you know, the Cottonmouths were known for their physicality, and they've continued to do so.
Patillo a shot right circle, and a save made by Lowen as he traps that one underneath the pad along the ice. And we'll get another whistle as the clock will continue to run. Again, runtime periods here. 3:20 to go in the second. 2-1 Legends.
So as we mentioned, is somebody inducted Ring of Fame. It's not really a Hall of Fame, but Ring of Fame. All I know, Zach, I can't give the name away, but I was told I should be down there. Don't know what that means.
Just like you were supposed to be up here, right?
Yeah.
A little late.
Lewis. My watch went over to Phoenix City time. Oh, big penalty coming up.
No, that was a delayed offsides, it looked like.
Big penalty for offsides.
Lewis was tied up with a Fort Benning player. And we're going to get a neutral zone whistle coming opposite the Fort Benning bench.
And I can safely say this crowd's over 1,500.
Very good crowd here. DePoit will win that one for Fort Benning. This one chipped there by Burnett. And Cogswell now tries to move it to an open right wing. His pass behind its intended target in Runcie. Runcie being held off by Prefontaine, and he'll pinch him off with good angling into the boards. Here's Lewis for Hergott. Lots of speed, trying to get around Burnett. Hergott, right wing corner on the backhand. Tried to drive it, and then was stopped up by the goalpost. Bowles with it in the corner. Bowles left wing circle, moves it across, chance for Maldonado. He faked the shot, and getting in the way there was Wiley Burnett. Maldonado was hoping Burnett would fly right by him, and he was able to keep his lane. Now here's Lewis left circle, down to the side of the net for Bowles. Bowles off the back side of the net and gets it back for himself. Nice spin move to get out of danger there. Back up to the left point, Kessler. Just held in, now over to the right point, Maldonado. He does a backdoor shot there for Bowles. That was a weak changeup, but it was found there by Rosenhammer. And Lewis is pushing and shoving in at somebody. And that'll quickly be the end of that.
It's shooter, isn't it?
Believe it is. That was DePoit.
And he was smart enough not to drop his stick.
That's what would have been the penalty shot, right?
Well, no. I mean, listen, you're playing against a group of legends. The last thing you're going to do is drop your stick because you don't want to get beat up by a 50-year-old.
Wow.
True?
I mean, I guess you're not wrong. Might be a lose-lose situation, but the crowd certainly wants it.
That's true, because what if you beat him up? You're expected to, right?
Here's Braid, high slotted shot. A pad save made there by Rosenhammer. Bichard picks up the rebound, goes back to the top. Maldonado shoots, pad save made. Oh, Bichard had a chance at the rebound, and he just poked it wide. Now the right circle. Here's Braid skating up to the top. His shot just whistled high over the shoulder and hits the boards behind. This one goes to the far side. Can McDougal hold it in? Yes. Fort Benning now will get it out on a second effort. Braid finds it, and they're just in on sides. Braid's shot shrugged off by Rosenhammer. Rebound cleared out of the slot by Hubbard. Under 30 seconds to play here in the second. Bishard just rolled a man into the boards there on the way out, and here's Fort Benning coming up with it. Left circle, Sellis a shot, blocked, gets his own rebound off the side of the net. He's trying to tie up with Maldonado, who will kick it over to Bishard. Long stretch pass with a dozen seconds left, read by Hubbard. At the red line, Hubbard chips for himself to get around a man. Left circle, shot. Ooh, that was a changeup that nearly beat low into the blocker's side. Now he puts it to the middle, and that one couldn't be held by Cephalou as time expires. And we head to the long break as we're through 2 periods of play, and we will get our ice to be resurfaced. Legends are up 2-1. A first period goal from Orrin Hergott. And Carlisle Lewis right now separates the team after Matt Shooter DePoit ended up tying the game early in the second period. Hey, let's go down to ice level. As we all know, Andrew Lowen, what he's famous for on the internet. Can we get him to do it again? Let's see. Andrew Lowen, ever a showman, huh, Scott?
He is famous for that, isn't he?
Yeah.
I remember watching video of that.
Doing the wobble in the tunnel before a Cottonmouths game. Now, I can't remember the context of it, if they were just coming out for the start of a period or if there was a delay to the game.
There was a delay in the game, and for some reason he was not on the bench. I don't know if the bench has got bigger since we've taken over or whatever, but I do remember the backup goaltenders used to sit in the tunnel, and he was caught on film doing the wobble. Something I've been known to do after a Saturday night downtown Columbus. But what a fun night here. First of all, it's great outside. We know we got people outside watching on the YouTube and cooking the kielbasa up there and going with the bratwurst, and there's a party outside, and of course party in here. And fans
hungry, Scott?
Huh?
Are you hungry, Scott?
Yeah, I need a kielbasa. I'm kind of missing Wisconsin right now. So I was thinking about DePoit and the UP, which is basically Wisconsin's daddy, and so. Fans, you got lots of time to get down here for the River Dragons game. You still got time to come down here actually and catch the third period. There's nothing that's be here in 15 minutes. Don't forget the first 4,000 fans tonight will get a free white shirt, T-shirt. It's white out night. Wear all your white, and of course, some of us are wearing white. Some of us look good. In fact, if we had a good camera guy, they'd put me on camera because I look so good in my white. Oh, hey, what do we know? We got a good director. As Zach fixes his tie on camera, how unprofessional.
Even though we're only on YouTube, there's still the magic of radio, Scott. You don't got to do these sorts of things.
By you standing there, you look taller than me. I want everybody to know that that's a optical illusion.
Is it?
Are we on now?
No, we're not on just
because
yet.
Because they haven't got the lighting right.
Listen, there's a lot that goes into
fans. I'm just going to right.
Magic,
there's
Scott.
a makeup guy working on Zach.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to help.
Is that what it is? All right. I think we can take now. We can go ahead. All right. Hey, YouTube. How you doing? I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. Yeah, we're taking this Home Shopping Network style. We're just going all the way through, having a lot of fun with this Columbus Legends game.
I wore white shoes.
Is that really what you just did?
Well, yeah, and on top of that, you can get these shoes are available. First, these shoes and that bow tie for simply three payments of $59.99.
What is available as part of this game is the whiteout jerseys that the Legends are wearing. Check them out on the Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. Scott is modeling the River Dragons whiteout jersey, but of course the Side Snake, the new era Cottonmouths logo, is tealed out in the whiteout look that you see the Columbus Legends wearing in today's game. And of course, as we said, available on the Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. Own your favorite player, Columbus past and present. The jerseys for tonight's Legends game will end at 11 o'clock tonight. However, the River Dragons ones will end Sunday after that game there, and there will be a social opportunity to be able to pick up the jerseys after Sunday night's game. Scott, how are we doing? Welcome back to television.
We like to party.
I guess we do. 2-1, Legends in front. Are we analyzing that? Are we talking about?
No, I mean, listen, this game's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good people here. It's good to see some older folks that when I was in the SPHL were involved, and so that's fun. But we could touch briefly on last night. For the first 3 minutes, we were incredible, the River Dragons. After that, the game was over and nothing happened.
River Dragons and the Watertown Wolves come up after the Legends game. Our Zamboni is resurfacing right now, and we'll play one more 15-minute runtime period to close out this game and do a little bit of post-game before we flip it around to the River Dragons side of things. A 7:45 puck drop where the River Dragons take on the Watertown Wolves in the second of a 3-game set. Going back to what Scott said, though, last night started very well, and in fact, it did a pregame interview tape recorded with Jake Grade, who pretty much echoed the same sentiment. From the get-go, mission was accomplished. Start early, get the crowd engaged. 2 Austin Doe goals, 3 minutes in, made it 2-0 Dragons. However, at that point, Watertown found their legs, shut it down defensively, and ended up skating away to a 4-2 win, aided by a McDonald empty net goal at the end, so a little closer than the 4-2 score might indicate. However, you're right, Scott, for the River Dragons, they'll be looking for a big bounce-back win tonight, and obviously a bumper crowd that's already excited to be seeing the Legends out here. Everyone who's in attendance already has a ticket. They're staying around. They're just getting excited for not only this, but for what's to come with Columbus and Watertown in probably about, an hour and a half or so from now.
Yeah, we better get the bounce back, because we bounced our butt right down to third place last night with that loss, and so I got to be honest with you, I wasn't really happy with that loss. I think people got a little bit of a chip on their shoulders, had a good lead, and then we proceeded to go out and blow it. I mean, Watertown's a good team, but by no means we let some outside factors, I think, determine where our focus was, so it'll be good to go out. Hopefully the Legends will show us how to win tonight, though.
Now, here's one thing that I thought was pretty cool, though. Obviously, from last night, 2 new players signed on to the team. Alex Storjahan out of SUNY Cortland. He made his pro debut last night. And then returning to the Columbus Cottonmouths was Parker Moskal. Obviously, he was an offensive sensation when we had him at the end of the 2019-2020 season. Of course, we all know why that season unfortunately got shut down, so we didn't get to see as much of Moskal as we might have thought. However, got to see him back there in a Columbus uniform. First time he'd been playing in North America in 2 years, and I think the fans really took to having him back.
Well, I think so, too, and I think it was quite a gamble by bringing in guys this late in the season. Hopefully it's one that's going to pay off, but I think Parker's got a little pressure on him to perform. I mean, he was brought in to score goals. He was he scored when he was here, and that's what they anticipate him doing. And let's hope tonight we get on the score sheet.
Any FPHL fans who are watching in this game, waiting for the River Dragons and Wolves, might want to know some news and notes ahead of things, especially regarding the roster. With the River Dragons bringing in 2 new players, there is no unofficial roster freeze. However, you have to have 10 FPHL games to be eligible for the playoffs. For the River Dragons, their 10-game to-go mark is actually Wednesday night against Carolina, so unofficially you might be looking at that. So when you bring these new guys in, there is an emphasis trying to get them to 10 games, make sure they're eligible, because once that playoff roster is locked, especially if you're playing in that first round, you want to have as many options as you can, because you can be playing a lot of games as you're trying to chase down a championship.
Absolutely, and that's important just to start watching that. So I guess that means I'll be dressing on Wednesday to get my 10 games in. But no, it's there's a lot that comes into play. And I mean, everything we don't talk about a lot is salary cap too. You wonder why players get traded or moved around. Is do we have semblance of a salary cap in the FPHL? And the other thing is pros. Is we have one player, and I'm not going to name him, that needs to miss, I think, 2 games so he stays under the veteran rule. So there's fun stuff like that you consider that is a way. Did I cheat? Did I
curtain a little bit too far, Scott?
I wasn't.
Just a little peek, not too far.
So I can't play many more games or I'll be considered a veteran.
Columbus Legends and Fort Benning is the game we're broadcasting right now. It's 2-1 in favor of the Legends. We're in between our second and third period, 15-minute runtime periods, and we do have this scheduled ice scrape that we're doing right now, just about a lap or 2 left for the Zamboni, and we'll be flipping it back there in just a moment. Columbus Legends goals scored by Oren Hergott in the first period and Carlisle Lewis in the second period. Sandwiched in between those was Captain Matthew DePoit was able to find the 5-hole on his own rebound from Ian Vigier. That tied it up 1-1 at the time. Since then, Legends have the 2-1 lead. And Scott, we've been seeing the body being thrown a little bit, seeing some guys going at each other with the stick work. Third period's only 15 minutes long. Do we see that scrap that we've been wondering about all game long?
Well, I'm just hoping the guys, after they sat down in the locker room, can get back up. I mean, that'll be quite an accomplishment there. But, we're calling Legends, but for the most part, it's all Cottonmouths. They've been the Cottonmouths since I think they first came in to the Central League, then the ECHL, or vice versa.
Central, ECHL, and then SP, yes.
SP, and, the team was here such a long time. And it was started, I believe, by Ross. I can't think of Mr. Ross's first name, but he also had something to do with the baseball stadium and helped bring baseball back to Golden Park. And he also helped build the baseball stadium at Columbus State. And then his health deteriorated, and then the Amoses took it over and kept hockey going. And they really did a lot to help grow the game of hockey here. And when you talk about Legends, I mean, I think it's all the Cottonmouths. I do like the name Legends now because at some point the River Dragons, we're going on our third year here. We're starting to establish ourselves too. Is the Cottonmouths were good. I think if there was ever a change to go back into a different league, we'd look at that. But right now there's a new, the Dragons are back, and I think people love the Dragons.
The Amoses had ownership of the Cottonmouths from 2000 to 2017, really carried that torch for a long time, establishing Columbus as a very good hockey market, and you're still seeing it here. You see all these people that are very much still in love with their former Columbus Cottonmouth players, and they've got one more period to see them. Let's get ready to flip it back over here so we can get ourselves ready.
Do I need to do an impromptu commercial for my shoes?
No, we do not. But we can do another impromptu commercial for Dash if you'd like, because of the jerseys.
You know what? Where would I get this lovely jersey available, Zach?
Where would you? Because that camera wasn't live, but now it is.
Wow.
No, it still is, Scott.
You see, this is why we have to have practice. I shouldn't have spent all that time at the store.
All right, we're gonna flip
the
it
bar.
back.
Are we online?
No, we're ready. Let's go get back.
So
to
where would I get a jersey that nobody can see anymore?
The Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. The Columbus Legends whiteout, as well as the Columbus River Dragons whiteout jerseys, are available there now for you to bid on your favorite Columbus player, past or present, to own their jersey by the time this weekend is over. As Jerome Bichard skates out as the first one, quickly followed by Oren Hergott to get ready to get the teams back out onto the ice. But Columbus Legends of past and present, all their whiteout jerseys available. Dash right now. The Legends jerseys in this game will conclude tonight at 11 p.m. and the River Dragons jerseys, they will end after Sunday night's game.
So our friends in Carolina want to.
We've got there's an FPHL game going on right now, isn't there? Yeah, 6:05 was the puck drop, Carolina and Port Huron. Anyways, you were saying.
Well, that's right. They got a good start time. So our friends up there wanted us to put a team together and go play the Thunderbirds Legends. The difference is there hasn't been a Thunderbirds team in there for 12 years, other than the current. So not quite sure would be.
I mean, are you allowed to bleed over the current iterations of franchises? Because, of course, the Thunderbirds actually just had their first retiring ceremony of their new existence. The 2017 team on, they just retired the number 17 for Jake Kenny. So would Kenny be allowed to play, or is it the old Thunderbirds and the old Cottonmouths? Because we could put some old Dragons up there. Chase Fallis, Nick Wright just recently announced his retirement.
Good point. Chase Fallis should have flown down here to play.
I mean, I don't know. That could be an interesting proposition for much later conversations to be talked about in the future. I don't know. Could be interesting.
Maybe Chase comes back and plays next year. Actually, I believe he's in school to become a police officer like he wanted to do back in his hometown. Calgary? Is it Calgary he's from?
Calgary, Alberta, correct.
And pretty proud of that kid, along with Jay Kenny. I mean, we publicly hate the Thunderbirds, but privately Jay Kenny, probably one of the nicest young men, and has an awful Boston accent, but going to be a firefighter. And I think a firefighter in Boston.
Oh, he's a firefighter active duty in Winston-Salem.
Oh, so. Is he still in town?
He was in Winston-Salem last I had checked, but of course I'd fallen off.
Haven't checked the transactions.
No, I haven't checked the transactions yet. Somebody's got to check.
The fire transactions.
Firedepartmentleague.com, right?
Was he traded to Bluff?
Could you imagine if that's how public officials worked? Or
So, the Legends are going left to right to left on your radio dial.
Legends left to right, Fort Benning right to left. Legends in the white and teal, Fort Benning in the black and yellow. We are underway here in this third and final period. 15 minutes of run time.
Actually, if you're on the radio dial, you got the transmitter up too high because we're only on cable or television, whatever it is.
Andrew
You know
Lowen
it
is in the pipes for the Legends to our left. Captain Jack Rosenhammer is over to our right for Fort Benning Hockey Club. Bichard drops this one back for Barlow in his own end. Now back for Bichard. He's able to put a stick on it at the red line, but can't control it. Hubbard racing after it in his own zone. Bichard will push him into the wall there. I think Jerome might be looking for a scrap here in this third period, Scott.
I wouldn't shock. He does have to get off the ice rather early because he's got a game to coach.
McCabe kicks that one too far for himself, and the Legends defense will take it over. Now here's a good stick move by Hubbard, still with it as he enters in left wing circle. He shoots, and a good pad save made there by Lowen. This one sent a long way near side as Bowles gets it to Bichard. All alone, Hergott backhand. Great save made there by Rosenhammer. Hergott tried to open him up, slide it through the wickets backhand. And that's a great pad save there by the captain.
The wickets, that's a legendary term.
It is. Also, I said captain, that is referring to his military rank, Captain Jack Rosenhammer.
You keep saying that. I'm like, boy, they got too many captains on that team.
Well, it's a lot of leaders. What can you say? Kessler trying to go to the middle. That one blockered away by Rosenhammer. And will go up the wall, and finding it first is Nick Bakke. Bakke fighting through a little bit of a hook there from Sullivan. Bakke will play it towards the middle, and a glove save covered up by Lowen, and we'll get a whistle coming up to his left. 13-18 and counting left to go here in the third, and the Legends still lead it by a score of 2-1.
So if a higher-ranked officer passes you the puck, do you have to salute him?
I kind of was thankful both goaltenders were of the same rank, because then it's, who starts, and then when you get pulled, who's pulling rank on who,
That's a good point.
So I guess for the sake of balance, both Fort Benning goaltenders being captains makes sense. Now here comes Fort Benning Hockey Club. A drop pass there, and Cogwell could not pull the trigger as the stick was tied up by Braid. Cogwell still with it, giving it to the left side to Fossa. He shoots, and that one blocked by Kessler. Kessler ties up. He knocks down DuPoit there in the corner. Lifts it over the head of Cogswell as it goes out to the neutral zone. Braid's got a 3-on-2 for the Legends through the middle. Braid left circle. A shot across the crease and wide as it goes near side.
In a couple of things on Legendary Night here is, Fort Benning actually does play a positive schedule. Here's the breakaways.
Lynn to Sullivan to Braid, right circle, he scores! Jordan Braid goes low blocker on a great 2-on-1 set up by Sullivan, and the Legends get an insurance goal. It's 3-1.
But I was saying they actually play a real schedule against other bases, and I know they play a couple college teams, and they had a scrimmage games against, what's the fort in North Carolina?
Bragg and Fayetteville?
Yes. Turned into an absolute gong show because we had officials from the junior program officiate it, and they were thinking it was World War III out there. But let's go to Dana Barker. Maybe he's working tonight.
Your Legends goal scored by number 10, Jordan Braid. With assist number 21, John Sullivan, and number 19, Levi Lynn. That goal, Braid from Sullivan and Lynn. Columbus Cottonmouths Legends goal.
Bowles drops this one for Hergott. Rims it around. Bowles gets it back behind the net. He's on his backhand, right wing circle. Gives it to Lewis, and his shot flutters wide of the blocker. McDougall holds that one in, left point. This one will go around the boards, and it's picked up near side there by Burnett. Gets it up to the neutral zone. McDougall goes off the wall, and Carlisle Lewis will find it. 10:45 to go here in the third and counting, a runtime period. And the Legends up by 2, thanks to Jordan Braid's goal. Sullivan and Levi Lind picking up the assists.
That'll make the faithful here happy.
Here's Bowles, right wing side. 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Bowles tries to go to the middle. He gets taken down, and there's no call. And Columbus faithful might have been looking for one there for a penalty shot, but none doing, and Rosenhammer will cover it up for the whistle. Fort Benning's had 2 penalty shots back in the first period on Legends penalties. They were 0 for 2 on those.
Actually, you're going to have a penalty shot, I think.
Are we? I don't know. They were talking about it, and they point back into the zone.
Here's the thing: you call a penalty on a specialist. What if that guy's into the destructions or the blow-up thingies?
What?
Call a guy, you don't want to
okay.
upset one of those Army guys.
You're right.
Be a tank knocking at your door. Thought that was a tripping call, huh? Eat the 9mm.
I guess it was.
How big are those tanky things?
Cephalou wins this draw. However, Columbus has possession. Maldonado gets this one across. Prefontaine, his shot. And that one is blocked, and Fort Benning will send it out. Maldonado will go chase after it in front of his own bench. 9.5 and counting left to go here in the third. Mann gets that one up for Levi Lind. Lind trying to go back for Mann, and Connor McCabe had shut down that passing lane. Now McCabe and Cephalou both tie up with Lind, and this one's chipped out, and here's an open wing now for Cashman. Cashman one-on-one with Maldonado. He's put to his backhand side. Right circle trying to give it to the slot, and that's a heck of a back check right there as Jordan Braid is able to do it. Then he goes blue line to blue line for Levi Lind all alone, and a great pad save made by Rosenhammer. Bichard with it, right circle. Back down for Lind. Across the crease, and off this side of the net as just getting a stick on it was Hubbard. That disrupted the timing for Braid to try and get his second. Braid left wing circle. Gets it to Kessler. Right point. A shot deflected there by Lind. And just skitters wide to the far post. Bichard tied up with a couple of Fort Benning players. Prefontaine lets one go from the left point. A bouncer with nobody in front to tip it. 8:30 left to go here in period 3. Legends still lead at 3-1. Long pass goes through the stick of Cashman. And going to wave off Eisling as they say Kessler could have gotten to it. Kessler chips it up ahead here for Braid. Braid stops it up. High slot. Good back check there by Cephalou. Kessler finds the loose one. Pokes it into the corner for himself. Swatting at it with the stick there is Patillo. Patillo will find it. Puts it back into that chaotic scrum. Now it goes out to the right point. Held in by Barlow. Off the wall. Good play by Bichard to hold in at the left point around the chip. Now Bichard one-timer. And he didn't get anything that he wanted on that one. Here's Cephalou. He's hauling down the left wing side. Barlow coming back, and he gives him a stick and pokes it off of him. Fort Benning has to wait to touch up here. It is touched in by Cogswell and slowed up by Lowen. We're halfway through this third period of play.
You'd mentioned earlier about Fort Benning and the fact that their jerseys look like the Boston Bruins. You keep mentioning Cashman, and my mind keeps going back to like 1974 with Wayne Cashman and the old bad, what were they, the bad Bruins, the big bad Bruins, back when there was the Broad Street Bullies. It was back when hockey was fun.
There's a lot of B's in there, Scott.
Yeah, well, you got the Bullies and the Bruins and Terry Riley.
I know it's not the same sport, but what about the Purple People Eaters?
I
thought that was a fun name.
Well, the Vikings.
That's right.
Of course, they've won as many Super Bowls as the Lions.
You can't hurt me with that. Not a Lions fan.
I know.
You can hurt some people listening, I'm sure.
You root for a team that left.
McDougal from behind his own net, near circle.
You Baltimore Colt fan, you.
Sure. McDougal, he tried to box out. It was taken off of his stick there by Cogswell. Cogswell drives to the net. He got around Lowen, but he couldn't find the post on the far side. Good effort right there from specialist Josh Cogswell. We got Fort Benning back within this, but it's still 3-1 Legends. Moves over to the left wing side. Cogswell's over the line, trying to pass to the middle. DePoit couldn't get to that one as it was taken away by Bowles. Held in, left point. Fossa plays it down the wall. Cogswell tries to get it back up to him. Chopped off by Carlisle Lewis, but could not get it back for himself as it rolls all the way to the Fort Benning blue line for Patillo. Patillo gives it to Fossa. And now left wing side and over the line is Runcie. Runcie pushed there by Lewis. Lewis still giving it to him in the corner as he filters it through. Cogswell from the right wing circle, putting that one to the middle. And McDougal got a stick on that one. Ooh, nice between the legs play right there by Cogswell. He comes back in over the line, 3-on-2. Tried to reach back for the puck on a pass, and Bowles took it away. 5:38 to go in the third. Bowles, right wing circle. Skates it, takes his time. A backhand pass to the slot is read and intercepted. Played out there by Burnett. And now it's loose in the neutral zone. Coming in with this puck, it is Runcie. His shot, pad save, Lowen, rebound. Cleared away by the Legends in front before DePoit could go in and tap a rebound again. Rosenhammer will slow this one up as Wiley Burnett will have it behind his own net. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the third. And the Legends are up 2. Maldonado holds this one in, right wing circle, playing it to the top. Here's Braid. He shoots, and a save made by Rosenhammer. He was down in the butterfly, seeing that one through traffic. 5:02 left to go in the third. And we might be stopping the clock, I guess, in the last 5 minutes, Scott. It's a competitive game, right?
I guess, or someone's bored down there. Good to see Officer Paul. You can see him over there in the was a legendary fixture in the hallways back when these two teams played each other. You know, for the fans, maybe next time Fort Benning could dress as, I think it was Knoxville and Huntsville were their biggest rivals.
Bichard lost it at the right point, and here comes Sellis with it. Sellis, left wing circle, shoots, and a save made by Lowen, as going out to really sell out for the block was Brad Prefontaine, and he took that all the way into the corner and inadvertently tripped up a couple of guys. We're all good, as we'll get a face-off coming up to Lowen's right. 4:42 left to go here in the third.
And we mentioned that Carolina wanted to do something like this, and the only problem, these clubs never played each other until the FPHL came along.
A rivalry born out of unusual circumstances, if you look at it from the old-timers' perspectives. Behind the net.
Big hit.
Prefontaine pinched off his man, but Cephalou still kept the puck.
He may have hit himself.
Cephalou then lost it. Levi Lind lifts the stick, and now he goes on a run. Lind with it, right wing circle, backhand, pass across the crease. Stopped there by Rosenhammer, and Braid couldn't find it. Now coming in with this puck, here's Cashman. Cashman shrugged off there by Lind. It's loose along the red line. And Prefontaine will give it up for Bichard. Jerome moves it over, left circle, Braid. His shot! Ooh, that caught Rosenhammer right in the cage. He shrugs that one off to make the save. Goes around to this near side. Braid holds in left point to Lind in the middle. Shot wide of the blocker hand. Bichard a rebound, diving back. Rosenhammer makes the save, and Bichard just got checked down. And Lind a little unhappy with that as he lets John Hubbard know about it. And then Hubbard goes and taps Boom Boom, and those two are having a laugh about it. 3:54 to go in the third.
And I don't know if we got a camera that can see the back of the Fort Benning's jerseys, but they're not names on the backs, folks. There's sayings, there's loyalty, there's respect. I can't read anything else that far away.
I know. I've seen them. It's made me really have to refer back to my cheat sheet. Left circle, a shot, blocked, rebound, score! John Sullivan, spinorama, puts it in off the base of the post, and it's 4-1 Legends, 3:50 to go in the third.
So some of the joints starting to get loose there for the old-timers. They're starting to move a little bit more. I'm sure after the game they're probably going to have a legendary beer like Budweiser, the king of beers. Of course, the young folks there are probably going to have a couple of Yingling flights.
John Sullivan gets the goal, and we'll hear from Dana Barker once again.
He shoots! Your Cottonmouths Legends goal, scored by number 21, John Sullivan. With assist to number 11, scoring Oren Hergott. And number 24, Sandy Bowles at 11:10 of the third period. That's Sullivan from Hergott.
Hergott and Bowles pick up the assists, and the Legends are looking for more. Sullivan, nice moves in front. Chance there for Hergott, and he tapped it out of the air, and somehow Rosenhammer got in the way of it. Kessler, right circle, puts it into the corner for Hergott, to the middle. Sullivan, his shot elevated too high as it hits the glass behind over the bar. Fort Benning just trying to get out of their own zone. Oren Hergott, nice stick lift. Bowles with it, drops it back for Hergott in the slot, right circle, gives it to the point for Kessler. Now D to D, over here for McDougal. He puts it to the middle, and that one went through Oren Hergott's legs. He was trying to get a tip. Now the Legends are gassed there after that back-to-back shift. Here comes Fort Benning the other way. Bakke with one that goes off of Kessler and into the far corner. Rimmed around. Kessler will go back and get it this near side. 2:40 left to go here in the third. Cephalou got tripped up there by Kessler, but he still got the puck on his stick, playing it to the middle. Kessler knocks that one down the length of the ice, and will slow up right in front of Rosenhammer for Corey Fawcett to pick up.
And the Let's Go Snakes chant, as they used to say here, going around the arena.
Overskated by a couple of bodies, rubbing shoulders together. Cashman has it back in his own end. Now a long pass. Barlow tried to converge on it there with Maldonado. They eventually did the job. Now Barlow has it. He's in over the line. A pass left circle to Mann. He shoots. I think it was deflected there by Bowles and just went wide. Barlow, good D-to-D pass to Maldonado. And had some oomph behind it. Maldonado got bodied, though, and it goes back out to the neutral zone. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Legends up 4-1. Braid just holds that one in along the blue. Drives towards the middle. Barlow reaching down right circle, and the pass was out of his reach. From behind the net, here's Carlisle Lewis with it. Lewis to the left circle. Bichard a shot, and a blocker save made there by Rosenhammer. Barlow gets it to Jerome at the left point. Now D-to-D Maldonado, left circle. That one found by Barlow. Barlow with it at the half wall, taken off of his stick. And here comes that scrap we were looking for. Bichard going to go at it with Corey Fossa. Far side circle. They clear the sticks. They're tangling up. Bichard's trying to connect in on the right. Fossa goes for a couple of body shots. Now he pulls Bichard's jersey over him, and Jerome didn't have the fight strap on.
He'll be ejected.
Jerome's going to have some trouble seeing through this. He's still connected one on the right side of the head. Now he's able to see it, and those two will hug it out.
Nothing like a hockey fight in a Legends game.
1:24 left to go in the third, and Jerome can get himself off the ice and go get the team prepared for the River Dragons game. They get ready to host the Watertown Wolves. Again, a scheduled 7:45 puck drop between those two teams.
He could face a suspension. I might have to be on the bench.
I don't think that's...
I'll have to go call that in between.
Now, you're really going to have to interpret some bylaws creatively. So there's 1:24 left to go here in the third. Bichard and Foster are still on the bench. That's what I love. They're still just talking with each other.
That was the rules in the old days, Zach. That's how we used to call it back in the old ECHL.
So we'll drop this puck at center ice. Oh, we'll do a penalty shot. They'll call Bichard for an instigator.
A penalty shot has been awarded to...
So Fort Benning is 0 for 2 on penalty shots so far today. TJ Runcie, he'll take the shot. The right-handed dependent. He will take it. Oh, a stick comes out of nowhere. They might have to redo it. Runcie scores anyways! Low blocker. And Runcie will pick up the stick for a souvenir. Brad Prefontaine has to go get his lumber, and he does. 1:24 to go in the third. And Fort Benning's now 1 for 3 on the penalty shots.
You got to play your goalie, don't you? If you're Fort Benning.
1:24. There's still some time. Let's see if they win the faceoff. That might dictate some things. To point against Lind on this draw.
Goalie's looking to go.
He's looking. Fort Benning's going to win it forward. Here's Runcie again. His shot blockered away. Goaltender's going. That's Rosenhammer to point a backhand. Save made low, and as he's just holding on to that far post. It's 6-on-5 right now for Fort Benning. 1:10 left to go in the third of a 2-goal game. Into the corner it goes. Cogswell plays it behind the net. Prefontaine ties up his man. Lind trying to get this one out. Cogswell gets it back, plays it to the middle, and that one's skied up over to point. And the defense could not hold that one in as Burnett has it in the neutral zone. Gives it over. Hubbard dropping it back. Lind trying to get in the way, trying to go towards the open net. So too is Braid. Braid has it go off of his body. He's looking towards that yawning cage. Right wing corner with it. Played to the middle, and Hergott couldn't get a stick to it. 37 seconds left to go in the third. Here comes Fort Benning with some speed into the zone. Here is Runcie, who just scored the penalty shot goal. Runcie, left wing corner. Bodied up hard there by Kessler. Picking it out of feet there is Cogswell. Goes to the high slot with it. It's over Hubbard's head. And now Braid will skate this one. Give it up to Levi Lind, who just came in over the zone. Then it poked out over the line, so he won't be able to shoot it in. Oren Hergott blew a tire, so he can't fire it in as it would have been a delayed offsides. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. Braid's got it now. He shoots towards the open net, and he misses it. 5 seconds left to go. Burnett chases after it. And the Legends will win this one by a score of 4-2.
And speaking of Legends, there's Boomer.
Boomer, the old Columbus Cottonmouths mascot, he comes out to celebrate with the team as they all gather around. Andrew Lowen, the netminder, didn't finish the game. Well, I guess if we were scoring this properly, Scott, it would probably be Ian Vigier's win, as he had the lead at 2-1 when Lowen came in for the second half. Either way, statistics are all fun, and the guys are shaking hands in the greatest tradition in sports after what was a lot of fun between the Legends and Fort Benning. 4-2, Legends get the win. Columbus's goal scorers was Hergott, Carlisle Lewis, Jordan Braid, and John Sullivan. Interestingly, on that last goal, Oren Hergott picked up his third point. I guess we can call him the player of the game. Only player with 3 points out there, a goal and 2 assists. Steve Bowles also had 2 assists for himself. And nobody registered multiple points on the Fort Benning side. Their goal scorers were DePoit, and then on a penalty shot, it was Runchy. The only man picking up an assist was Captain John Hubbard, who had a pretty good game defensively, all things considered. Lots of ice time for him.
What a fun game, and crowd really appreciates it, so that's good.
Doing a photo op at center ice. All of the guys, the Fort Benning players dressed in black and yellow, the Columbus Legends dressed in the white and I guess you'd probably call it closer to a sky blue more than you would the River Dragons teal. It looks a little more like the Cottonmouths shade of blue than it does the River Dragons teal. The photo op happening at center ice, a beautiful moment, and all these fans, the nostalgia hitting them full force after what they just saw over those last 3 periods, Scott.
Absolutely, it is a lot of fun, and these guys will be hanging around. So and there's a table here too. So if you're here at the game, you'll get a chance to see your favorite Cottonmouths and Legends. And I'm sure that the soldiers will stick around. They get any chance they can get to go out and have fun away from the base, they will too. So
the River Dragons and Wolves game will start up at 7:45. We'll have pregame coverage starting at 7:10 as we get ready to sign it off here for right now from the Civic Center. The photo ops are done. We can let you know that, as Scott said, not only are these legends signing autographs during the first intermission of the River Dragons and Wolves game, so if you're looking to get on out, meet some of the legends of old, come on out to the game in the Columbus Civic Center. Tickets available Civic Center box office or on Ticketmaster. And, of course, if you want any of the jerseys from this game or that the River Dragons will be wearing, the whiteout jerseys of Columbus Legends, past and present, are on the Dash app right now. DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. Legends jerseys, they'll end tonight after the Saturday game. River Dragons jerseys will end after the Sunday game. That's a 4:30 puck drop. Right now, we're turning our attention after this one to the River Dragons game as they get ready to host the Watertown Wolves. Scott, any thoughts about what we saw here for the Legends? Thoughts for the River Dragons game coming up before we get ready to sign it off?
Well, it's always fun to see the guys come out and the crowd relive some of the moments of their youth, and it was a lot of fun. And thank you to Fort Benning for having the guys come out and participate in this. They always do a nice job. Yeah, tonight, hopefully all the ghosts and all the good mojo that's left in this building come back and get the River Dragons to play more than 5 minutes of a hockey game and come back and take the Wolves out. I mean, everybody is looking for us to beat the Wolves, and we got to set a message now for the playoffs.
Well, that'll do it for our coverage here of the Columbus Legends game. Scott, thanks so much for being alongside for the ride. Big thanks to Riley, Steven, Jamil, Connor, and down there at the accent cam level is Eli. All you guys helping out. Now we're all pulling double duty. We got to get ready for the River Dragons game. Again, we will start up on that pregame 7:10 on the YouTube channel, on the radio network, and on Bounce WTVM 9.2 tonight. Wherever you might be listening, however you might be watching, we hope you tune in for that one. And we hope you had a lot of fun in this one as the Columbus Legends and Fort Benning Hockey Club getting off the ice. Stick taps and high fives for all the fans down there in that tunnel. Lots of smiles on the faces of the guys heading into the room and of those here in the building. Crowd, don't go anywhere. The game's coming up in just about an hour or so from now. River Dragons and Wolves. We're going to sign it off for now. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. I'll be back with you here at 7:10 for the start of the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show between the River Dragons and the Watertown Wolves. One more time, your final score. Columbus Legends 4, Fort Benning Hockey Club 2. Until next time, we'll see you, Columbus Legends. And until about an hour from now, we'll see you next.